Hey everyone, welcome to your personalized deep dive.
Yeah.
You're interested in manifestation, so turning thoughts into reality.
Yeah.
We've got some really interesting sources here that go deep into like the psychology behind it, uh, even a story about someone who manifested their dream life.
Yeah.
I am excited to unpack all of this with you and our expert.
Me too.
What do you say we just jump right in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Manifestation is so much more than just like wishful thinking. It's about really actively aligning like your thoughts, your emotions, your actions with what you're trying to achieve with your goals. You're basically creating this blueprint for your dream life.
Right.
And then you're taking all these focused steps to make it happen.
Okay, so it's not about just like passively wishing,
No, no.
but how does it actually work? I've heard a lot about the law of attraction,
Right.
but I'm not really sure like how it fits into all of this.
The law of attraction is like a key principle when it comes to manifestation.
Okay.
And it suggests that like attracts so meaning that your thoughts, your feelings, they create like a vibration that attracts similar experiences into your life.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly focusing on negativity and lack, you're probably going to just attract more of that.
Right.
But if you cultivate positive thoughts and feelings, then you open yourself up to abundance and opportunities.
So it's about shifting your mindset to one of positivity and possibility.
Yeah.
That's where techniques like visualization and affirmations come in.
Exactly. Visualization is like this super powerful tool that helps you to create this clear mental picture of what you want your outcome to be. So by like really vividly imagining yourself achieving your goal, you're kind of like programming your subconscious mind
Right.
to believe it's possible. And then this in turn influences like your actions, your choices,
Right.
and it can lead you towards that goal.
I can see how that could work. Like if you truly believe something is possible, you're more likely to take the steps to make it happen. But what about those times when negative thoughts creep in? Like, how do affirmations play a role in overcoming those mental blocks?
Affirmations are those positive statements that you repeat to yourself to counteract those negative thoughts and beliefs that we all have.
Right.
And by consistently affirming what you want, you're essentially rewiring your brain for success.
Okay.
You're replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones.
Right.
And that can have this huge impact on your actions and your results.
So affirmations are like mental workouts that strengthen your belief in yourself and your goals.
Yeah, I like that.
But what about the action part?
Right.
It can't be all about thoughts and feelings, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Manifestation is like this dance between mindset and action.
Okay.
You can't just sit back and expect your dreams to just magically materialize. You have to take inspired action.
Right.
But it's not just any action. It's about taking those steps that are in alignment with your vision, with your desired outcome. It's about noticing and seizing opportunities that resonate with your goals.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this all comes together.
Yeah.
You create a clear vision,
Yes.
you cultivate a positive mindset, and then you take this focused action that moves you toward your goal.
Yeah.
But how do you know what actions to take? It seems like it could be easy to get lost or overwhelmed.
That's where those 5 steps to manifesting come in.
Okay.
They basically provide you with a roadmap for this whole process, and they help you break down your goal into manageable steps
Right.
and stay focused on that desired outcome. Our source material actually outlines these steps
Perfect.
in detail, and I think it would be super helpful to walk through them together.
I'm all for that. Let's dive into those 5 steps and see how they can help us unlock the power of manifestation.
Let's do it.
Where do we begin?
So the first step is arguably the most crucial one.
Okay.
Getting crystal clear on what you want.
Okay.
It's not enough to just say, I want to be happy or I want to be successful.
Yeah.
You have to define your desires with as much specificity as possible.
So it's about moving beyond like those vague aspirations and creating a laser-focused vision.
Exactly.
But how specific do we need to be? Can you give me an example of what that might look like?
Absolutely. Let's say you want to manifest like a new career.
Okay.
Instead of just saying, I want a better job,
Right.
you might define like your ideal role, the company culture, the salary, even the type of commute you want. The more details you add to that vision, the better.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like creating a detailed blueprint for the universe to work with.
Exactly.
Okay, so once we have that clear vision, what's the next step?
Step 2 is where that magic of visualization really comes into play.
Okay.
So now that you have this clear picture of what you want, it's time to start vividly imagining yourself living that reality.
Okay.
It's about engaging all your senses and truly feeling the emotions associated with achieving your goal.
So it's not just about picturing the end result. It's about immersing yourself in the experience.
Exactly.
But I have to admit, I sometimes struggle with visualization. My mind tends to wander, or I get bogged down in doubts.
Mm.
Any tips for making visualization more effective?
One powerful technique is to create a vision board.
Okay.
It's basically like a visual representation of your goals using images, quotes, affirmations that inspire you.
Yeah,
And by placing it somewhere, you'll see it regularly. You're constantly reminding yourself of that vision
right.
and reinforcing those positive feelings. It's like this visual anchor for your dreams.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I can see how a vision board could help keep your goals like top of mind
Yes.
and boost your belief in their possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our clear vision. We're visualizing it regularly. What's next on our manifestation journey?
Step 3 is all about using affirmations to reprogram your subconscious mind.
Okay.
So now you have a clear vision.
Right.
You're actively visualizing it.
Uh-huh.
It's time to start speaking your desires into existence.
Okay.
So you want to choose positive statements that are aligned with your goals and repeat them daily
Got
with
it.
conviction and belief.
So affirmations are like verbal reminders that reinforce our desired reality.
Yeah.
But what about those pesky negative thoughts that inevitably pop up?
Oh, yeah.
How do we deal with those?
That's where the power of repetition and consistency comes in. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more you're crowding out those negative thoughts and beliefs. You're basically training your mind to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want.
It's like replacing a bad habit with a good one.
Exactly.
The more you practice those positive thought patterns, the weaker those negative ones become. Okay, so we've got our vision. We're visualizing, we're affirming. What's the next step? Is it finally time for action?
You got it, Bach. Step 4 is all about taking inspired action.
Okay.
So this is where you actually start taking those concrete steps towards your goal. But it's not just about blindly checking things off of a to-do list. It's about paying attention to the opportunities that present themselves and taking actions that feel aligned with your vision.
So it's about being proactive, but also being open to the guidance and synchronicities that the universe might be sending our way.
Yeah.
But how do you know if an action is inspired or just another task on your list? That seems like it could be a tricky distinction.
It's all about tuning into your intuition.
Yeah.
And paying attention to how an action feels. Does it feel exciting
Right.
and expansive, or does it feel heavy and draining? Inspired action often feels effortless
Okay.
and aligned,
Right.
like you're being guided towards your goal.
So it's about listening to that inner voice
Right.
and trusting your gut feeling.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, we've got 4 steps down.
Right.
What's the final piece of the manifestation puzzle?
The final step, and often like the most challenging one, is trusting the process.
Right.
This is where you surrender your attachment to the outcome and you just allow the universe to work its magic.
Yeah.
It's about having that faith that even if you can't see the results, yet everything is unfolding as it should.
That sounds easier said than done, especially in our like fast-paced world.
Right.
Where we're so used to instant gratification.
Yeah.
How do you cultivate that sense of trust and patience when things aren't happening on our timeline?
Definitely a practice.
Okay.
And it takes time. One helpful technique is to focus on gratitude by appreciating what you already have.
Right.
You're shifting your energy from lack to abundance, which can really help you release that need to control every single aspect of the manifestation process.
So it's about appreciating the journey rather than just fixating on the destination.
Exactly.
I like that. But what about those times when doubt creeps in?
Yeah.
How do you stay positive and maintain belief when you're faced with setbacks or delays?
It's so natural to experience doubt along the way.
Right.
The key is to acknowledge those feelings without letting them consume you.
Okay.
So you want to remind yourself of your vision. Revisit your vision board, repeat your affirmations, and just focus on taking inspired action.
It's about consistently reinforcing those positive beliefs and actions, even when things get tough.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about those common mistakes that people make when trying to manifest. Our sources mentioned a few.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be helpful to unpack those.
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of the biggest pitfalls is focusing on lack.
Okay.
When you're constantly dwelling on what you don't have, you're actually sending out this vibration of scarcity, which attracts more scarcity into your life. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So it's about shifting your focus to what you do have.
Yes.
And cultivating a sense of gratitude for those blessings.
Exactly.
I've heard that gratitude is like this powerful manifesting tool,
It is.
but I'm not entirely sure how it works. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
When you're in a state of gratitude, you're essentially aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance.
Oh.
You're acknowledging the good in your life, which
Right.
opens you up to receiving even more good things. It's like you're sending the signal to the universe that you're ready for more blessings.
That's fascinating. It's like you're creating this magnetic field that attracts positive experiences.
Yeah.
Okay, what's another common manifestation mistake?
Another pitfall is giving up too soon.
Okay.
Manifestation is not always a quick process.
Right.
It often takes time, patience, and persistent effort.
Mm-hmm.
And if you abandon your vision at like the first sign of resistance or delay,
Yeah.
you're essentially cutting off the process before it has a chance to fully unfold.
It's like planting a seed and then digging it up every day to see if it's sprouted yet.
Exactly.
You have to trust that the growth is happening beneath the surface, even if you can't see it immediately.
Patience is definitely a virtue when it comes to manifestation. What's the final mistake that people often make?
The final mistake, and maybe like the most common one, is neglecting the action part.
Oh.
So many people get caught up in the visualizing and the affirming, and they just forget that they need to take inspired action to bring their vision to life. It's like that famous saying, the universe doesn't deliver pizza.
Right.
You have to actually pick up the phone and order it.
Exactly.
But how do you find that balance between mindset and action?
Right.
It seems like it could be easy to tip the scales too far in one direction or the other.
It's all about finding that sweet spot where your inner world and your outer world are working in harmony.
Okay.
So you're cultivating that positive mindset, visualizing your goals, using affirmations to reinforce your belief, while also taking those concrete steps that move you closer to your desired outcome.
It's like you're the captain of your ship.
Yes.
Setting the course with your thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
But you also need a crew to actually sail the ship and navigate the waters. Action is that crew.
I love that analogy.
Speaking of navigating the waters, our source material included this fascinating story about someone who successfully manifested their dream life, even when faced with numerous challenges.
I know, it's so inspiring.
Love to hear more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So this story is about a woman who is feeling deeply unfulfilled in her career. She was stuck in a job that drained her energy, and it just didn't align with her passions.
Right.
And she'd always dreamed of starting her own business.
Okay.
But fear and self-doubt just held her back. She knew she needed a change, but she just wasn't sure where to start.
That's a feeling so many people can relate to, I'm sure.
Right.
Feeling stuck and unsure of how to break free from a situation that's no longer serving you.
Yeah.
So what did she do? How does she turn things around?
She decided to give manifestation a try.
Okay.
And she started by getting crystal clear about what she wanted. She envisioned herself running this successful business that brought her joy and financial abundance. She created a vision board filled with images that represented her dream business.
Okay.
And she started repeating affirmations daily to reinforce her belief in herself and her vision.
So she followed those first 3 crucial steps.
Exactly.
Defining her goal, visualizing it, and using affirmations to strengthen her belief. But did she just stop there? What about the action part?
That's the key. She didn't just visualize and affirm, she took inspired action.
Right.
She enrolled in a business course to gain the skills that she needed. She started networking with other entrepreneurs.
Right.
And she even began working on her business plan in her spare time.
Wow.
She was actively creating the reality that she desired.
So she was taking concrete steps to build her dream, even while working a full-time job.
Exactly.
That takes dedication. But I imagine there were challenges along the way.
Oh, of course.
Did she ever experience setbacks or moments of doubt?
There were definitely moments of doubt and uncertainty, especially when she encountered obstacles or setbacks.
Right.
But she just kept reminding herself of her vision, revisited her vision board, repeated her affirmations, and she persevered, trusting that the universe was working in her favor even when she couldn't see those immediate results.
That's so inspiring. It's a reminder that manifestation isn't always like a linear path.
Right? There will be bumps along the road, but it's about maintaining that belief and continuing to move forward even when things get tough.
So what happened? Did she achieve her dream?
She did.
Yay.
After months of dedicated effort, her business started to take off.
Wow.
She attracted clients who loved her work.
That's great.
She built a strong reputation, and she finally achieved that financial freedom and fulfillment that she had always desired.
Wow, that's an incredible testament to the power of combining belief with action. She didn't just wish for a better life, she actively created it. I love that.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, what were some of the key turning points in her journey?
Yeah.
Were there any specific actions she took that led to breakthroughs?
One of the most impactful things she did was surround herself with a supportive community.
Okay.
She joined this mastermind group of other entrepreneurs who were on similar journeys,
Right.
and they provided encouragement, accountability, and these valuable insights that helped her to overcome challenges and stay motivated.
That's a great reminder of the power of community and surrounding yourself with people who believe in your vision.
Absolutely.
It's like having a cheerleading squad for your dreams.
Yes.
But what about the inner work?
Right.
Did she mention any specific techniques or practices that helped her to overcome self-doubt and maintain a positive mindset?
She talked about the importance of practicing self-compassion.
Okay.
She realized that beating herself up for mistakes or setbacks was just counterproductive.
Right.
And instead, she learned to treat herself with kindness and understanding, even when things didn't go as planned.
That's so important.
Yeah.
Self-compassion is often overlooked,
Yeah.
but it's crucial for maintaining a positive mindset and staying motivated on any journey, especially one as challenging as like building a business.
Absolutely.
So she had a clear vision, she took inspired action, she built a supportive community, and she practiced self-compassion. What else contributed to her success?
She emphasized the importance of celebrating her wins, no matter how small. She realized that acknowledging her progress, even those seemingly insignificant milestones, helped her to stay motivated and build momentum.
That's a great point. It's easy to get so focused on the end goal that we forget to celebrate the little victories along the way.
Yeah.
Those small wins can be so powerful for boosting our confidence and reminding us that we're making progress.
For sure.
So we've heard this incredible story about someone who manifested their dream life.
Right.
But what does this all mean for our listener? What are the key takeaways that they can apply to their own lives? I think the biggest takeaway is that manifestation isn't like some magical power reserved for a select few.
Right.
It's a process that anyone can learn and apply.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the principles and putting them into practice in a way that feels authentic and empowering.
Exactly. It's about taking those principles, clarity, visualization, affirmation, action, trust, and weaving them into like the fabric of your life. It's about making them a part of your daily routine, not just something you do like once in a while when you remember.
All right, it's like building a muscle. The more you practice these techniques, the stronger your manifestation abilities become.
Exactly.
But it's also important to remember that manifestation is not a quick fix. It's a journey, and it requires commitment, patience, and consistent effort.
Absolutely. There will be times when you feel discouraged or doubt creeps in. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
The key is to just keep coming back to your vision, to those core principles, and to those inspiring stories that remind you of what's possible.
So it's about finding that balance between effort and surrender.
Yeah.
You're putting in the work, but you're also trusting that the universe is conspiring in your favor even when you can't see the immediate results. But what about those times when you feel stuck or unsure of how to move forward? What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out on their manifestation journey?
I would say start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life all at once. Choose one area where you want to see like positive change, whether it's your career, relationships, health, or finances. Get clear about your goal, visualize it, use affirmations, and take inspired action. And remember, celebrate your wins along the way, no matter how small they may seem.
It's great advice. It's about breaking down those huge, daunting goals into manageable steps and focusing on making consistent progress. But what about those limiting beliefs that so many of us struggle with? How do you overcome those deep-seated doubts that tell you you're not good enough or that your dreams are impossible?
Limiting beliefs can be so powerful, but they're not insurmountable. One effective technique is to challenge those beliefs with evidence.
Okay.
So ask yourself, is this belief really true? What evidence do I have to support it? And often you'll find that those beliefs are based on past experiences or limiting messages that you've internalized, not on actual facts.
So it's about questioning those negative thoughts and replacing them with more empowering ones. But I imagine that takes time and effort. Are there any other tools or resources that can help people to shift their mindset and overcome limiting beliefs?
Absolutely. There are countless books, podcasts, courses, and even therapists who specialize in helping people to identify and overcome limiting beliefs. Don't be afraid to seek out support and guidance.
That's so important. We don't have to do this alone. There's a whole community of people who are dedicated to personal growth and transformation. So we've talked about the principles of manifestation, the common mistakes to avoid the importance of inspired action, and the power of overcoming limiting beliefs. What's the one thing you'd like our listener to walk away with today? What's that nugget of wisdom that they can start using right now?
Believe in yourself and your dreams. You have the power to create a life that you truly love. Trust the process, take inspired action, and never give up on your vision.
Beautifully said. It's about embracing the journey, trusting your intuition, and never losing sight of those things that light you up. Well, I think we've given our listener plenty to ponder today. This has been such a fascinating exploration of manifestation.
I agree. It's a topic that I'm endlessly fascinated by. There's always more to learn and discover about the power of the human mind to shape reality.
And remember, this is just the beginning of your manifestation journey, if you're feeling inspired. We encourage you to delve deeper into the source material that we've provided. And if you have any thoughts, experiences, or questions that you'd like to share, we'd love to hear from you. You can connect with us on social media or leave a comment below. We're always eager to engage in conversations about manifestation and personal growth.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear about your manifestation journey.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of manifestation.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
Until next time, keep dreaming huge. Keep taking action, and keep believing in your power to create a life that truly lights you up.
Remember, the universe is conspiring in your favor.
See you on our next deep dive.